Let's continue, shall we? We last left off. Where is our save game? I feel like this is our save game. With that, we briefly split up to input our actions. I was a little worried on whether or not my code would be accepted, or if someone else who saw the code could have entered it first. Luckily, it seemed to go through just fine. Right, we're in the middle of gang warfare now. I left the restroom and a couple moments later, Ox and Tiger returned. Did everything go well? It did for me. Same here. Great. We should go down to the cafeteria and monitor the results of this round. It may provide us with a very useful clue. Not to be a nervous Nelly over here or anything, but don't you think the others will also try to check the results? They might, but so what? They might try to attack us. They might try to attack us here. Conflict is inevitable. We can't be scared away from information just because we might be attacked. I guess. Yeah, you're right. I was just being cowardly for a second. Don't worry about it. Everyone has doubts. The important thing is that you overcame them. I wouldn't... Onwards. Tiger boldly led the charge down to the cafeteria. Our best possible trios partner, in terms of ethical reliability, in terms of trustworthiness, and in terms of strength and protection, Tiger is the perfect trios partner in this case. Another point that was brought up last time when we first introduced our teams for this trios dance is that, assuming we're on the same route that led to Ox's end, and the reveal that Bunny was the victorious personality and Dog was the defeated personality, if that still holds true, then Bunny's team are all victorious now, and Dog's team are all defeated now. As long as I followed her, I felt a little safe. Horse was probably the strongest person here, but Tiger had the second place title. She could protect us, at least for now. We got to the cafeteria without incident, and when we arrived, there wasn't anyone there. Phew. Well, this is a relief. Don't drop your guard. Just because there's no one here now doesn't mean that there won't be anyone coming. The round isn't over yet. We waited around for a bit longer, until the TV started to show the round results. Round 4 has ended. Now let us see how the race has progressed. Rat has used a minor trinket and moved 3 spaces. Since Ox and Tiger are in the same pack, so do they. The Ox used a minor trinket and moved 3 spaces. Since Rat and Tiger are in the same pack, so do they. The Tiger has used a minor trinket and moved 3 spaces. Since Rat and Ox are in the same pack, so do they. Bunny has run 1 space. Since Dragon and Snake are in the same pack, so do they. The Dragon has run 1 space. Bunny and Snake are in the same pack, so do they. The Snake has run 1 space. As Dragon and Bunny are in the same pack, so do they. The Horse has used Steady Gallop and moved 3 spaces. Since Sheep and Monkey are in the same pack, so do they. The Sheep has run 1 space. Since Horse and Monkey are in the same pack, so do they. The Monkey has run 1 space. Since Horse and Sheep are in the same pack, so do they. Rooster has used Encouraging Crow on Sheep. Sheep moves 4 spaces. What? Since Horse and Monkey are in the same pack, so do they. The Dog is... Oh, that's a defeatist skill. Same pack. Big run. Pack. Now, round 5 has begun. Rooster's move makes me think that Dog is still the defeated personality. Do your best and choose wisely. That round was certainly more eventful, but Sheep, Horse, and Monkey, that's an interesting group. To be expected, it's a free-for-all at this point. But hey, we're in the lead. Sort of. We're tying with Horse, Sheep, and Monkey. They were able to keep up thanks to Rooster's Encouraging Crow thing. Why'd he boost that group? Couldn't he have used it on one of his partners? The fact that he forgoed crowing one of his partners means one thing. That group must have the defeated personality. This theory is especially likely when you consider that Pig didn't use her ability, but have single-handedly moved her group 9 spaces. They don't want to come first, they want to come last. That makes sense, but... Just then I saw that someone had entered the back of the cafeteria. They'd actually been in the back of the room for a while. Buddy, what are you doing here? Sorry, I don't want to fight. Just wanted to check how this round went. Dragon sent me to scout here. Good thing too, now I know who my allies are. Allies? Well, it has to be you guys. Why would you say that? Okay, so Dragon Snake and I don't have either the defeated or victorious person. Interesting. Our first order of business was to find which pack also didn't have either personality. Judging by these results, I'd say that Dog's pack has the defeated personality. And since they decided to boost Sheep's pack, that group probably has the victorious personality type. Hold on, you're making some assumptions with your logic there. Just because Sheep's pack was boosted didn't mean they had a victorious personality type. Yeah, maybe those packs made contact and are working together now. Maybe Rooster just doesn't care which other pack wins. That's true, but I also eavesdropped on some of your conversation. To me, it didn't sound like you had the victorious personality. Well, your assessment is right. We're on your side. That's great to hear, assuming you don't have the victorious personality. Is what I wish I could say. Honestly, this is a bit of a disappointment. Oh? Why is that? What do you think? I wanted our pack to be aligned with the pack Horse is in. What? Their win conditions are contrary to ours. That means we'll have to go up against him. Unless... Actually, okay, this might work. What might work? Tiger, are you willing to help fight? Of course! Great. The plan will work better like this. What plan? So currently there's a room on the 2nd floor that Dragon is hiding out in. It's likely that once Horse decides to move, he's going to try to defeat the other pack's physically. The idea was that I should scout out this round's results to figure out whether or not Horse might be on our side. She said that it'd be obvious who had the defeated personality, and from there I'd be able to figure out who had the victorious personality. If it turned out that Horse was on your side, great. I'd go and try and recruit him. But if we were against each other, I was to act as bait, find Horse, and lure him to the room Dragon is in. Then Dragon would leap out of her hiding spot and ambush him. Then the two of us would try to kill him, using some makeshift weapons we'd found. Sounds like a dumb plan. Yeah, there's no honor in a sneak attack. Who cares about honor? That's not what I'm talking about. Even with the element of surprise and weapons, I don't know if you two could beat him. I don't know either, but we have to if Horse is against us. However, this will work even better if you three help. Help? Instead of me being the bait, you three could. It even sort of makes sense that way, right? We get him to chase you into the room, then Dragon and I leap at him, and the 5 of us take him down. Ox, Mouse, no offense, but I don't know how much you could help. Dragon, Tiger, and I all went up against him together, we'd have a real chance. Hell yeah, we could. Mouse, Ox, let's do it. Hold on. Why should we work with your group? Seems like a bit of a leap of faith on our pack. After all, Dragon was the one who got us into this mess in the first place. I'm not exactly eager to help her at the moment. Okay, Ox buddy, I totally get you. I hear you. You're not wrong. Dragon made a real mistake the way she handled things, and you're not the only one annoyed at her. But have you seen Horse? Speaking as someone with experience dealing with fighters, Horse isn't someone we can let run amok. If we don't deal with him early, as a group, efficiently, he's liable to pick us off one by one until we're all dead. So if you want your pack to live, working with us is really the best option. Ox, I think we should do it. I get the feeling Bunny's right. Ahem. We have to handle Horse. I suppose you are correct. Fine. Show us to the ambush room. And like that, Bunny's pack and ours had reached an uneasy alliance. It was hard to full-on trust anyone under these circumstances, but Horse was a larger problem. He had to be stopped, no matter what. Bunny showed us to a fairly small-looking room. Dragon's hiding in there. So if Tiger shows up, lead her in there. Should we go update her on the plan? I'd like to, but... Bunny looked nervously at the nearby staircase. It'd really suck if she revealed her hiding spot and Horse walked in on us. Still, not informing her could lead to some potentially dangerous confusion. Okay, how about this then? Bunny looked around once more, then quickly opened the door. Dragon, Mouse's pack is working with us. Don't kill them, okay? Thanks, bye. Just like that, he slammed the door. That should take care of that. I guess so. I'll hide in a nearby room, then run in when the assault happens. Why aren't you hiding in that room as well? I don't know how well you can tell just by looking through the window. That room's pretty small. There aren't two spaces to hide, and if Horse saw me, he'd realize this was an ambush. And you're sure you're not using this as an excuse to run away when the fight started and leave the hard work to Dragon and Tiger? Of course not. If I did that and Horse won, I'd stand no chance on my own. It's a dumb move no matter how you look at it. Jeez, Ox, why do you have to be such a buzzkill all the time? Just trust Bunny. He's not the type to pull something shady off. No, not in the slightest, Tiger. Not at all. Okay. Okay, I believe you. Great. I imagine Horse is going to start looking for the others, so just patrol around this floor. You'll run into him soon. Leaving you. With those inspiring words, Bunny hid in the nearby room, leaving us to lure out a huge, muscular guy into an ambush. Not exactly a fun situation, but we didn't have many choices. So, what now? I suspect Bunny's analysis is right. What I got of Horse's character, it would not surprise me if he begins to proactively look for opponents soon. You sure about that? If he were smart, he would have no need to. It's easier to attack than defend. With Monkey's and Rooster's help, he's in a good position to win the race. Doesn't seem like Horse's style. I would guess that any minute he'll... Ox? Behind you. I did indeed turn around behind me, and sure enough, Horse was standing there. Oh shit. Except... What? What's that on his face? A skull mask? Who cares about that? It's time to fight! Hey, Horse! Get your ass over here and let's settle this! Instead of answering, Horse began to pick up speed as he approached us. Oh fuck. It wasn't long before he was at a sprint. Oh god. Guys? Quickly, in here! Ox yanked my arm and brought me into the ambush room. Tiger followed after us. Entering, I looked for where Dragon would be hiding. I didn't see any hiding spots that jumped out at me. Oh fuck. Instead, the eye-catching thing was the stack of rags right in the corner next to the entrance. It was a surprisingly high pile, and they were covered in... Is that grease? Oil? Did we just get played? I suddenly got a bad feeling. Ox, we should... Before I could finish my statement, Horse came barreling in after us. My, what cramped quarters you've chosen for our duel. If this is what you want your coffin to be, have at it. Horse leapt forward at Tiger, who knocked him back. Before that fight started in earnest, someone opened the door. Dragon? Sorry, but this is how you fight a war. With that, she held out a silver lighter with a red dragon emblem. She lit a rag and threw it onto the nearby stack. Then she slammed the door. No! Dragon, what is she doing? She's using us as sacrifices. We're currently trapped in a burning room. The stack was burning at an incredible rate, already at full fire. This room's pretty small. It'll be filled with smoke in no time and we'll choke to death. Huh, they think this can close me in. In the back I saw Buddy and Dragon blocking the door with a trophy case. Two were pushing it from the other side, keeping us in. Take this. Horse slammed on the door hard. There's a bit of leeway, but the barrier held surprisingly well. Fine, let's try this. Horse slammed his fist through the glass window of the door. Oh shit. He began to reach out, grasping at things outside. All of a sudden, he let out a cry. Ah! Reeled in pain, then fell limply to the ground. What just happened? He's unconscious. Maybe dead. What? Why? How should I know? That's not important right now. We've got to get out of here. I know that. The question is how. First off, help me get Horse's body out of the way. Ox and I tried to drag the corpse, but Tiger ended up doing most of the lifting. The path to the door was now clear. The amount of smoke had reached a point where I had to stay low. Fire was also spreading. Tiger tried pushing on the door. While it did get pushed slightly open, it was soon pushed back in place. It's hard to tell, but I could guess all members of the Dragons group were doing their best to shut us in. Dang it! What should I do? Tiger was clearly getting frustrated. There was no telling what might happen if I just let her do whatever. I needed to help out. Will we tell her? I have a feeling that this is going to end in death, but since they have some way to kill Horus. Tiger, there's an opening in the window. Try and grab one of them through it. That way we can fight back. On it. Without even hesitating, Tiger stuck her hand through the window and tried to grab at the others. She actually got a hold of Dragon. Oh shit. Through the window I could see Dragon's panic. Yes! However, that sense of victory didn't last for very long, because Bunny has a gun, probably. Moments later, Tiger cried out in pain. What? What happened? I didn't see Dragon do anything. As Tiger recoiled away from the door, I saw Snake's head right under the window. Snake! He was in on this bullshit plan too? Of course he would be. That would be just like him. Tiger fell to the floor. Tiger! Ox and I ran over to her. Ox looked at her arm. She's been injected with something. Oh fuck. Like with a syringe? Yeah, probably poison. Shit. Shit! Impulsively, I ran at the door. Maybe the unexpected force could be effective. The door didn't even budge. It just fell on the floor. Ugh. Looking over, the fire was spreading. Some of the smoke was going through the hole in the window, but not enough. Was this the end? Mouse? Mouse, stay with me! I heard Ox's voice. I heard an even louder ringing. This was it, wasn't it? Yeah, probably. I should just rest. Thoroughly unpeaceful situation I passed peacefully. Final victory. 6 of clubs. The situation Mouse found herself in was certainly hectic. However, keeping a clear head at all times is vital for success. Don't make the same mistake that Horse did. If Mouse doesn't analyze her surroundings quickly and clearly, things will take a turn for the worse. It's unlikely Mouse would trip at this stage, though. Are you insulting me for getting your bad ending? Probably. Knock the door off its hinges. Tiger, try knocking the door right off its hinges. How will that clear a path? Just do it! There was no time to discuss. If we spent any more time in here, there was a serious danger of one of us dropping dead. Tiger began kicking the door near its hinges. A few solid blows, the hinges came off. Now push the top of it. Tiger obliged, pushing the top of the door. It came down on top of the trophy case, and Dragon's attempts to block the doorway were ineffective. The wide opening let plenty of smoke out. It also gave Tiger an opportunity. He took 2 steps back, then rushed forward and leapt through the opening. Holy shit. Desperate to escape the crisis, Ox and I followed suit. Like that, we had narrowly escaped the burning classroom with our lives. It was frankly a miracle. We were almost killed. Dragon almost killed us. He betrayed. Shouldn't be surprised, but that group, Dragon, Snake, and Bunny, stood before us in the hall. Dragon was holding some loose piping she had gotten from who knows where. Bunny had a bat in his hand. Snake, on the other hand, was just holding a syringe. Syringe? Must have found some poison from a chemistry lab. Still, it didn't seem like a particularly good fighting weapon. You jerks! What was that about? Simple. We wanted to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It's your fault for believing us so easily. Horse's group isn't the one with the victorious personality. Dragon's is. Dragon did nothing but smirk at this. You think you could kill me off just like that? You're not gonna get away with this. I looked nervously to Tiger. It was clear that the struggle with the door and the smoke had weakened her. You want to settle this here and now? I'm game. Dragon started to approach her, but Snake called out. Dragon, wait! God, what is it, dude? Tiger's weakened. Not going to get a better opportunity than this. Perhaps, but it's still not going to be an easy fight. It'll injure us and leave us easy targets to the vultures. Vultures? Examine the situation carefully. Dragon closed her eyes and lost in thought for a moment. She opened them, she was in a much calmer state. Fine. We'll settle this later. And just like that, Dragon turned around and started walking away. Snake and Bunny followed her. Hey, where do you think you're going? You think we'll let you get away that easy? Tiger, calm down. You're in no position to fight right now. Fortunately, the 2 of us won't be much help. Let's retreat for now. Fine. Tiger looked sullen, but she turned around and made her way to the nearby stairwell. Fox and I followed her, but as we went down the hallway, we saw people running away at the end of the another hallway. Hey, who's that? Probably Rooster, Pig, and Dog. I imagine this is what Snake meant when he referred to vultures. Kind of opportunistically looked to take down the winner of the fight they heard. Wait, does that make sense? Pig's pack should be working with dragons, right? Maybe, but I don't know if Pig's pack knows that yet. What are you 2 talking for? Let's get a move on. Right, let's. We weakenedly made our way to back to the cafeteria. The incident left us with low spirits and low energy. After all, we were utterly betrayed, and we saw Horse die. Just realized, Dragon's pack has the victorious personality. Horse's group was actually on our side. Fuck. So he died for nothing. Dragon was right. Nothing short of full-blown idiocy for us to just accept the fact that they didn't have the victorious personality without proof. Some combination of Bunny's convincing performance and my own poor thinking brain. It's entirely my fault. At least you're acknowledging your poor decisions now. Why? I was supposed to catch things like that. What, so it's just your responsibility to do the thinking around here? No, I didn't mean. Because as far as I can see it, Tiger and I fell for it just as much as you did. So unless you think you're smarter than us, I don't see how you can say that you're supposed to catch things like that. Right. I'm sorry. I'm just frustrated. We all are. Let's change that frustration into something useful. Because sitting around here and lamenting the past is going to do absolutely fuck all for us. That's the spirit, Mouse. Find a way to kick Dragon's ass and survive together. Just then we noticed 2 figures entering the cafeteria. Mouse, Ox, Tiger, can we talk? I believe we have much to discuss. Sure, come right in. Mouse, are you sure? What's there to question? They're on our side. But do they know that? We do. We weren't far from Horse when he chased after you. We kept our distance for safety reasons. We saw a lot of what was happening. Geez, how many spectators were just hiding on the sidelines when we were burning to death? Sorry, we just thought that even if we had tried to help, we'd just get knocked away by Dragon and Bunny. That's probably correct. Afterwards, we checked on Horse, and he was... She wasn't able to finish her statement. She didn't need to. I'm sorry, Sheep. I didn't know. Well, thought it was him or us. We aren't here to pass judgment on you. You must grapple with what has happened on your own. Then why are you here? Are you here to join the fight? In a way, but not how you think. Huh? Did you guys think about what would happen after Horse died? What do you mean? Let me put it simply. Horse is in a state where he will be unable to input actions on his tablet. If he doesn't input an action this round, he will be executed. Anyone other than him uses his tablet, he will be executed. Even his partners can't use it. Oh shit. Wait, but that means... These new rules, when one member of a pack is executed, the whole is executed. So to put it simply, Sheep and I are dead women walking. No! You kill one member of a pack, you effectively kill the group. That can't be right. You guys haven't done anything wrong. You died like this? It's unfair. Life's unfair. You two can't seriously be okay with this, can you? I can't speak for Sheep. However, I have spent much of my life coming to terms with my own mortality and limitations. It is unfortunate that my spiritual journey must come to an end here. On the whole, I am at peace. Faced with the inevitable, I feel some sense of tranquility. I really, really don't want to die, but it's right that I do. What? So long as I'm a victim, then... What? Forget it. What does that mean? Can't do anything about it, so I have no choice but to accept it. Sheep, monkey, felt tears welling to my eyes. Those two did nothing wrong, and yet they'd end up like this? I had no idea how they were taking things so well. So did you come here just to tell us that you were going to die? Ox! No. I went to avenge Horse. So, for our last round, I wanted to ask if there was anything we could do to help. Using my ability, I can move your group 4 spaces forward. That, maybe you could win the race. Assuming Dragon doesn't kill you guys first. Assuming. We're offering to help, even knowing they were doomed. I appreciate your help, Monkey, I really do. But could I ask you to use your ability on Pig's Pack? Pig's Pack? They want to come in last place. We're already set to win the race if we keep up at the pace we're going. Even if other groups use minor trinkets, they'll just speed us up. The problem is if the defeated pack comes in very last. There are 2 ways to prevent that. One, we could steal the tablets from the defeated pack members and forcibly make them move quicker, but that would also kill them, right? Or 2, to push them past one of the other packs. 2 of them have to move 1 space every turn. Combine it with Monkey copying Rooster's ability, and push them past Dragon's group. Good thinking, Mouse. However, we should think about some backup plans. Backup plans? But still. Just then I heard the sound of a pin dropping. And blindness! Flashbang! Oh fuck! The world was white. Head was spinning, ears ringing. I was in a dazed state, but I was able to put together one clear thought. Was that a fucking flashbang? Where in the world did that come from? I couldn't just stay still. I didn't know what to do, so I just sort of flailed my body in random directions, hoping to scare people off. But as they started to come to, I realized what was happening. What? All over the cafeteria, Bunny, Snake, Dragon, Rooster, Pig, and Dog were all assaulting our group. Immediately noticed Snake, holding a scalpel, rushing me. Fuck! Dodged away from him. Started to put as much distance between me and him that I could. Hawk seemingly wasn't actually targeted by anyone. Sheep, however. Sorry about this. Ah! Dog plunged some bladed weapon right into Sheep's chest, close. Jesus Christ! Sheep! Knew she was going to die anyway, but to end up like that. It was horrible. Dog, that asshole. Dog wasn't the only one ambushing us. Rooster grabbed that Monkey, trying to pin her down. However, through an act of seeming good luck, Monkey was somehow able to slip out of Rooster's grapple. Immediately, she started sprinting down the hall. Rooster chased after her. Oh no. Biggest fight, however, was Bunny and Dragon attacking Tiger. Tiger was still affected by the flashbang, but even still, her wild swinging was keeping the 2 at bay. However, she was definitely losing the fight. Alright, enough playing around. Dragon pulled out a knife with her left hand. Time to eat dirt, shitface. Dragon charged at Tiger and swung down on her with a knife. However, luckily, Tiger caught Dragon's wrist. Ah, what a laugh! You wanna know what happened to the last crazy bitch who came at me with a knife? Not really. Dragon dropped the knife down to her right hand and then stabbed down at Tiger's shoulder blade. Oh fuck. She landed a solid gash and Tiger cried out in pain. Using the momentum, the Dragon slashed at Tiger again. Tiger moved out of the way, but it still nicked her side. Tiger was pissed. He screamed out and began swinging wildly. I'll fucking kill you! Tiger, quit it! He seemed to pause for a moment when I said it. Oh no. I'm too injured, we need to retreat. Then Bunny ran in with a knife of his own. Oh, fuck. Tiger knocked him away, but got her harem cut in the process. Cried out, then grimaced. Fine! Tiger ran over to me. This sight caused Snake to promptly stop his pursuit. Fox also ran over to me. The three of us ran together, retreating until we were safe in a different nearby room. We sat down, held our breath. The others wouldn't see where we were. After a bit, it became clear that we weren't being chased. Thank God for that. We're in a wrecked state. What the hell was that? Did someone get a flashbang? How should I know? I don't even know how Brian would get his hands on that. Honestly, all things considered, that didn't go as bad as it could have. Sheep's brutal murder aside, the rest of us got out alive. Tiger was deeply injured, though, which was a serious drawback. Tried to bandage her wounds with pieces of her own shirt as much as she could. She was clearly still injured. In a full-on fight, Dragon or Bunny both had real shots at taking her down now. Things were looking grim. Shit. What are we going to do now? I don't know. It's unlikely we'll be able to win just by participating in the race. We're going to need to take their tablets. How are we going to do that? Bunny, Dragon, Snake, Rooster, Pig, Dog. All united front at this point. Meanwhile, it's just the three of us against them. Makes me wonder. There are 6 of them. There's 3 of us. Was it right to fight this? Sure, I was angry at them for what they did. At this point, twice as many people could live if we just let them work together. We just sat down and died. I wonder which is the bad ending option. Clearly it's fight back. Let's die. What had this race done to me? Was I really considering putting my life above half a dozen others? Doesn't matter how we got to this situation. The only way for me to win was murdering 6 other people. I wouldn't have any part of it. While I felt some obligation to Tiger and Ox, I had just as much an obligation to everyone else. I had to make the selfless choice. We should give up. What? If we give up now, 6 other people will live, right? In that case, we should focus on the greater good. They're really the greater good when they're actively committing murder. The greater good? No, so they're a bunch of criminals and murderers. What are you talking about? You're referring to them fighting back against us. Like we were planning on doing. That's... Mouse, as humans, we have an obligation to survive. I have obligations in my real life. So does Tiger. Don't you? Even if I do, I don't justify murdering 6 for the sake of 3. It's a 2-to-1 loss of life. Thinking about it too much in the abstract. Giving up now means that you, specifically you, will die. Knives will enter your throat until you choke on your blood and pass out. Once you fall asleep, you will never get to experience a single thing again, and your existence will permanently vanish from the world. Mother will weep at your funeral. Are you prepared for that? I'd rather die as me than get out of here a murderer. Tiger, are you hearing this? Mouse, you're making a mistake. Totally get the urge to be a team player, but we're your team right now. Plus, those assholes totally stabbed me. I'm so angry right now. I'm not letting them get away with that, with no repercussions. I get that you guys might not agree with me. But you're not going to convince me otherwise. I'm going to go to Dragon and say that we surrender. Go to Dragon? She'll kill you. And I'll die with my head held high. This isn't just about you, Mouse. We'll die too. I'm sorry. Nope. No. I'm not letting you leave her until you start thinking straight. Then you'll have to stop me. Okay, then. Suddenly, Ox shoved me to the floor. Ow! Tiger, put her to sleep. Put me to sleep? Sorry about this, Mouse. Discuss more later. Before I knew what was happening, Tiger put me in a sleeper hold. Hey. Go. I could feel my consciousness leaving. How did Tiger know how to do something like this? It's arm around neck and squeeze. It's not that complicated. That was my last time until I fell asleep. Woke up, I felt myself tied up. I was tied to a chair. Cafeteria? That's not all. I was also wearing a mask. A mask? What was I wearing? I looked down and I realized I was wearing Rooster's clothes. The hell? Why was I wearing Rooster's clothes? Further down the hallway, I saw a body. Ox? Why was he lying down like that? Don't tell me. I tried to get out of my bindings. Tied too tight. What the hell had happened when I was out? I tried to struggle for a few more minutes. Then I felt a sting on my throat. No, it was more than a sting. It was a piercing feeling. Uh-oh. These the knives. Oh, I was being executed. This is what I had wanted, right? As the knives began to enter my throat, I changed my mind. I didn't want this. No, stop this. Fuck. That was so painful. Finally felt my senses start to fade. It was a blessing. Thank God I was finally dying. 6 of diamonds. Don't give up. It is noble to put the group above itself. It is not a decision to take lightly. If Mouse wants to sacrifice herself, then she will die. Is that the best outcome? Okay, yep. Seems to be progressing fairly linearly. Fight back. No. I wasn't going to just lie down and let them kill me. They were the ones who had made it a turf war, didn't they? Before I just move past that ending was really good. I really like that ending. And even if you might object to the moralizing about the needs of the many over the needs of the few and whatnot, think about it from the perspective of just that's only coming to mind now because they're battered and tired and broken, scared. And defeated, really. Dragon was the one who started this stupid thing, the one who locked us in the burning room. Snake poisoned Horse to death. Bunny lied to all of us. Dog's pack allied with her, and Dog stabbed sheep to death. They didn't get to just do horrible things and have innocent people roll over because they were outnumbered. It wasn't right. I shouldn't have to give up on living just because more people might live. I didn't know any of those other people. From what I'd seen, they'd all appeared to be assholes, willing to do whatever to survive. I wasn't going to roll over. Not today. Can't give up. Yeah, no one was suggesting that we would. Good, because I'm not. Good, because we're not. Good. So, do you have a point to this, or... Here's the plan. Step 1, we split up into different rooms and input our actions for this round. Step 2, we look for the others. Step 3, we kick their asses. Good plan. It's gonna fail. Okay, but how? I don't know, you figure it out. Okay, so you don't have a plan. Good, whatever. You're right in that we need to act this round again. Let's try to use those 3 trinkets again. That should put us very close to the finish line. I saw Monkey getting away. Hopefully she'll do what we told her to before dying. Harsh. I'm being pragmatic. Tiger, you stay here for now and heal. We need you to be up and able as soon as possible, so try to recover as fast as you can. This ain't Call of Duty, Alex. I don't have regenerating health. I'm still bleeding out. Despite the ridiculous request, Tiger nodded determinedly. I assume she then started to concentrate really hard on healing herself. Just trying to Hollow Knight it, just focus and use soul to heal her wounds. Ox and I split up in different classrooms and input our actions. This would put us close to the finish line, but we weren't done yet. We met up outside the classroom. Just obviously from the get-go, we knew that the tone of this round was going to be way different, but I am really enjoying this. It's less underhanded mystery, more overt conflict this time. So what do we do now? Well, like you said, we should scout around. Surprisingly enough, I think the victorious defeated alliance has to be on the offense. How so? Monkey's push and both dog and pig needing to move at least one space a turn. It's actually going to be somewhat difficult for the defeated pack to guaranteed come in last. Especially if we run interference. I can think of a few plans we could try to make sure they don't come in last. What are the plans? Doesn't matter, because to stop us from doing them, they're probably going to try and prevent us. Right now, they might just be looking for us. If I was them, I'd have everyone split up and act as scouts. They'd find where we were hiding, run back to base and report it. Oh. Be really quiet. Be able to ambush a scout. It's great. Wait, we don't have any weapons. The cafeteria should have knives, right? Let's each grab a knife from there. Okay. Like Ox suggested, we went over to the cafeteria and grabbed 2 sharp kitchen knives. One for each of us. They weren't the best weapons. They'd be suitable for self-defense. Wait, was this self-defense? No, now wasn't the time to get caught up in the moral quandaries of it all. I already worked up the determination to survive. Everything after that. Time passed, the round ended. Well into round 6 when I ran into the first enemy. Ox and I had already begun our silent prowl around the school a while ago. Silently, in tandem. We decided to stay on the first floor. This was where they'd probably look for us after all. The idea that someone would be coming for us was a long shot. As time dragged on, I became more and more skeptical that it would actually happen. After a while, I suddenly came across a figure. Rooster. As soon as he spotted me, I rushed towards him and covered his mouth. Oh my god! He started to struggle against me, but before either of us knew what had happened, Ox had stabbed him from behind. Rooster's eyes shot open, but I had to keep covering his mouth to prevent him from alerting anyone nearby. But having someone die right in front of you felt disgusting. Accessory to murder. Horrifying, even. Eventually, Rooster stopped moving. Just a corpse leaning against my hands. I pushed him over and he dropped to the floor. I promptly walked over to a nearby room and threw up. Understandable. Nope, I'm not cool with this. If I wasn't the one who stabbed him, I was responsible for killing another human being. Rooster. Wasn't the best person, but he didn't deserve. Mouse, are you okay? I'm fine. I just need a minute. Ox's face also seemed slightly flushed. However, he was holding things together relatively well. Was he seriously not disgusted by this? No, he was just holding it together better. Rooster was trying to find us so his group could murder us. I didn't need to feel bad about this. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Calming down, I walked out back into the hallway. Better now. I guess. Come on, let's move his body to the cafeteria. What? Why? Do you want it just lying in the middle of the hallway? Dragging a body's a lot more work than it looks like. Luckily, Ox and I split the workload. Each of us grabbed a leg, and we dragged him over to the cafeteria. There we met with Tiger, who had recovered somewhat and was keeping the cafeteria on lockdown. Hey, you guys are back? Wait, is that? Yeah. Wow, that's, good work. Don't need to try and make us feel better about this. Just focus on making the most of this. At least we got his tablet now, right? Means we can use his ability, which should be useful. We now had 6 tablets. Our pack obviously had the 3 we started with. Sheep grabbed Horse's tablet off his body. Collected Sheep and Horse's tablet off of her corpse. And now we have Roosters. We can move people 4 spaces at a time. It'll be great for preventing Dog's pack from coming in last. That's not the problem here. We could already prevent Dog's pack from being last. The real benefit was killing someone from the defeated pack. That means that we can instantly execute Dog and Pig by using this tablet. So it would be someone other than Rooster using it. Dang, instant execution? They really shouldn't have split up like that. They really didn't expect us to be waiting for them. The plan was likely to spot our group, then report back. So what, are we just gonna kill Dog and Pig now? It's unfortunate, but now it's war. What else are we gonna do? Wait, won't that be a huge problem for us? Huh? If that happens, Dragon's pack will realize what happened. Probably know where Rooster was scouting, and they'll know we were prepared for him. Those 3 will probably come down as a group, armed to the teeth with weapons, looking to kill us on first sight. Obviously, that's not good. However, it was always going to come to that. If it comes to that, I don't think we can win. If Tiger was better, then we might stand a chance. But she's still in no fighting shape. Hey, I can still rumble. Tiger tried pumping her arm up in encouragement, but instantly recoiled. No, she definitely wasn't able to rumble. The only reason she wasn't already on the floor was pure adrenaline. Snake isn't exactly a scary fighter, but Dragon's clearly experienced with combat, and Bunny's a literal cop. Ox is far from an intimidating figure, and I'm a girl still in college. If it's a straight-up brawl, we lose. So what are you suggesting? I don't know. I'm just saying we should think about things while we still have the initiative. Right now, we control how this battle's going to continue. We should use that. Man, if we could get Dog to try fighting Snake. I bet Dog could take Snake. Well, Dog's already lost. He's going to die anyway. Maybe we could convince him to side with us. I don't think so. He's too... Ox trailed off, instantly struck by a thought. Oh, this is gonna be good. What is... Ox? He's had an idea, but it's gonna turn things around. Oh, that's great! What's the idea, Ox? Hold on, let him write it out. These things don't come fully baked. Okay, I have an idea. Yeah, we know. Huh? He wasn't listening. He wasn't listening to us. Ox, what's your idea? Oh, well, this might sound really dumb, but hear me out. Sure thing. Why don't we try holding Rooster hostage? So, I have a few questions. Obviously, I don't actually mean Rooster. Dead, he means nothing. What if we pretend he's not dead yet? Use him to blackmail Dog into killing someone in Dragon's group. Yeah, I still have a few more questions. How are we gonna pretend that we have Rooster hostage and not dead? He's dead and Dog's gonna suspect that unless we show otherwise. Then we'll simply show otherwise. Ox went to Rooster's body and ruffled around his body. And he pulled out a key item. Rooster's mask. Yep. So why are you showing me this? Look, we have his mask and we have his clothes. I think the implication is pretty obvious. Hold on a minute. You're not suggesting we pretend to be Rooster, are you? Kinda. How stupid do you think they are? Look, I'm not saying that the fake Rooster goes up and talks to them, but from a distance, with the right clothes, we can pass somebody off. Well, how do you get someone to look at Rooster from a distance? Here's what I'm thinking. First, one of us will dress up in Rooster's clothes and put on the mask. We'll tie that person to the chair like they're a hostage. That person can try and struggle like the Rooster. It'll be a grand old time. Another one of us can stand by the fake hostage and look like we're threatening Rooster with their life. The third of us can get Dog and show him the scene. Then say if he wants Rooster alive, he has to bring the body of someone from Dragon's pack. Then we'll release Rooster, and the final act will be a 3x3 fair duel. Doesn't that negotiation run into a whole host of problems? Okay, yeah, but I think we could probably bluff our way through it. Maybe. I don't know. Well, what do we have to lose? We're already in a pretty bad situation. If we don't do anything else, we're bound to get killed or executed. I say we try it. I say it's a harebrained scheme the likes of which you'd see in a Looney Tunes cartoon. But honestly, at this point, fuck it, why not? Why not do a funny fake hostage prank with disguises and shit? Might as well. You don't sound the most enthused, Mouse. It took a hard turn to apathy at some point between the start of this shit show and right about now. Not the best emotion to turn to, but I guess it'll do. So, who's going to be the hostage? Obviously, it can't be me. It is clearly going to be Mouse. Hold on a minute, why is it clearly me? In case you couldn't tell, I'm a different race from Rooster. In case you couldn't tell, I'm a different gender. I already said it'll be at a distance and you'll be tied up. I don't like your implications. There's no way we can fully hide skin to the point where someone doesn't notice my race. I think we can sell you as a convincing rooster, though. Come on, you've literally got the easiest job. Fine, whatever. Alright, now we're talking. Tiger, you're going to be the hostage holder. All you have to do is stand threateningly over Mouse with a knife. Do you think you could manage that? Aye, aye, Chief. I've always wanted to be a hostage taker. That's a questionable goal. Weird aspiration, but we'll work with that. Meanwhile, I'll try and get Dog to come down on his own so we can do the negotiations. What are the odds we successfully pull this off? I'd put it at a generous 10%. I'll take it. And so we began preparations, perhaps the most ambitious Scooby-Doo caper so far. I stripped Rooster and changed into his clothes in the restroom. He wore far too much stuff. I also took the opportunity to input the action for this round. Wasn't sure when I'd have the chance to do it after this. Better safe than sorry. We'd already agreed to simply run this round, since we didn't want to risk Dog's group actually ending up in last place, and we already had such a lead. It took a bit of doing to convincingly tie me up. We found some jump ropes in the nearby workout room, so we used those to tie me up. The process of being bound up like that was not enjoyable. Reminded me of the fact that I was tied up by Brian only hours ago. God, it felt like a lifetime ago. I'd completely lost myself in a stupid race. We all had. We sure have. I was going to be a completely different person after this was all over. No, don't think about that. I feel like if I dwell on that for too long, I'm liable to start having a wavering heart. I don't need that to survive. Ox also stuffed my mouth with a rag. I asked him why this was necessary. I was already going to have a mask over my head. He said Dog might make me say something. He doubted if I could convincingly sound gag. He probably wasn't wrong on that, but I suspect that wasn't the real reason he suggested it. Eventually, we had to set up. Seeing through the mask was difficult. It was also wicked uncomfortable. Still, I had the easy part of the job. It's up to Ox to somehow sell this crazy bluff to Dog. If we could even find Dog. A big if. It's possible Dog was going to stay firmly with the big group. I worried at the chance of this plan's success. Luckily, I didn't need to be too concerned. After a while, Ox did in fact bring Dog down near the cafeteria. He kept Dog at the end of the hallway, but I could still hear their conversation. Huh, well, I'll be damned. Knew the guy was an idiot, but to get himself captured like this. How'd you even get him tied up like that? He was pretty out of it when we knocked him over the head. Huh. You're saying he's still alive. Good as ever. I took this as a cue to prove my aliveness. I struggled in my chair, gently trying to escape, making muffled screams. Quiet, prisoner! Ow! Tiger smacked me in the back of the head in what I'm sure to her was a joking manner, but to me actually hurt quite a bit. She was a little too into character. All I could say was thank God it was Ox doing the negotiations. Alright, I get what you're saying. You really have us by the balls, don't you? We do. So what do you want? We want someone from Dragon's pack dead. Someone dead, huh? Yes, and we want proof. Write us the body, and we'll return Rooster and his tablet. Then we'll settle the rest of the things, pack versus pack. How do I know you'll honor things? I bring you Snake's head, and you could just stab Rooster, and then you'd instantly win. I'll have to work out some sort of system. If you bring someone unconscious, you could drag them into that side room down the hallway. Make that Rooster come to you while I went in there to finish the unconscious person off. That'd make betrayal harder, don't you think? Whoa, now you're talking about unconscious people all of a sudden. You realize that's a lot harder than killing someone. Sounds an awful lot like your problem. I promise that if you hold up your end, we'll hold up ours, but if you can't trust us, then come up with a solution you can accept. But I don't think that you exactly have the best bargaining power right now. Fine. I'll think of something. Just don't kill him, okay? We won't. For now. Jeez, don't need to make threats like that. We're already going along with this. Gotta be more understanding than that. Well, I'll get on it while I still can. See to it that you do. Wish me luck. Good luck. I don't need luck. Just like that dog walked towards the stairwell. Max made sure he left, that he breathed a sigh of relief. Negotiations had actually worked. Hell yeah. Good job, Ox. I hope he bought it. He totally bought it. Exactly right, Mouse. Calm down, we'll get you untied from there. After all, we're going to need to make a hostage swap. Easier to discuss if we just free you for now. Lux walked over and got me free. Thank God. Hostage swap? You heard the negotiations. I'm going to have to send you over there. Then they have me as a hostage. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Lux held up a knife. And he stuck the knife in my jacket pocket. Oh great, your plan is to make me kill someone. A knife? As soon as you're over there, you're going to have to stab Dog. Stab him? Don't need to kill him. He'll die on his own soon enough. You just need to injure him. Do you think you can handle that? Yeah, whatever. I already said I'm prepared to win. My issue with this plan is the fact that, I'll be tied up. Don't worry about that. Alex picked up the jump rope and began to tie my hands behind my back. A little warning next time might be nice. Sorry. Now look, it feels like you're tied up, right? Right? If you pull here... Alex guided my hand, helping me pull on a part of the rope. When I yanked that part I held, the whole rope fell apart. Voila. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty impressive rope work there. Where'd you learn these sort of knots? I was a Boy Scout for many years. A Boy Scout? Huh. Of course you were a Boy Scout. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing at all. You know what? We need to get ready in case Dog comes back all of a sudden. Back to being hostage you go. Hey, wait a minute! Behest, Tiger and Ox tied me up again, stuffed my mouth with a rag, and covered my face with a rooster mask. There we go. Now you're looking like a proper hostage, Mouse. I just hope Dog actually follows through on this hostage business. Oh, of course he will. Why wouldn't he? You know, I truly wish I could approach life with the amount of optimism you seem to always have. I truly do. It took a while before anything else noteworthy happened. I just stood there, tied up and gagged in a rooster mask. Mine started to wander about how I got to this point in my life. Luckily, the sound of thuds broke out on that long, dark, winding road. I think that's him. Sure enough, out of the stairwell, Dog dragged Dragon's limp body. Holy shit. Holy shit. Jesus Christ, Dog, what? God damn. Wow. That is not the target I expected.